Let's welcome our host, Sir Alberto Abira, aka Tata.
Hello, good day everyone. It's January 14, and before we start, I would like to thank my avid listeners and guests every night who never fail to show up and to greet and to say thumbs up whatever they would like to greet on me, and I appreciate that. Especially Issue Linato, CPR Firms, of course, and Malo Bailey, Joy 29, who is asking, Tata Bert, tanong ko lang po, di ba may mga contribution ang mga artista sa FAMAS? Meron po sila nakukuhang contribution o tumutulong din pag sila ay tumanda na, lalo na kung sila ay may sakit? A very, very good questions, because FAMAS is an emergency, is just a referral. They could answer the question, or they might be right or wrong, but better still, we have to refer you to the right offices which you could get the right answer and could get the right help what you need. Because FAMAS, just like you and me, that they are just volunteers, they are not professionals to answer you correctly. So whatever the answer, still be subject for referrals and verification. So remember, FAMAS is just an ordinary association. Oh, welcome, Sir Abdon. You are the best chairman ever had, and the very first existence of welcome, sir. Okay, so I will continue. Greetings, my avid listeners and supporters, because these are the people that makes me alive. That's the reason also that I have to be here every night, because these people, I don't want to disappoint them. This list of greetings here, but I will continue after that. So welcome, Sir Abdon. As I was saying last night, that why only Heritage didn't stop the services or activities since the lockdown? Why only just because we have a good chairman that could facilitate every possibility that we could do in order stoppage will never interrupt the service to our community. Welcome, Sir Abdon.
Well, there's several factors kung bakit hindi matasama. Una-una, alam mo yung lockdown. Right, the only solution for that is by online or virtual communication. Well, first thing first is FAMAS cannot operate kasi nasa limbo sila. Merong alitan, you know, during the COVID is of course merong nasa korte at saka of course at least nagawa nila ng yung mga humawak sa FAMAS, yung nag-occupy ng position as directors, inagawa sila. But still, no, there is something going on dahil may indictment yata sa korte. Yung mga ibang organization naman, another factor there is the technology. If you're confident, if you have a confidence of using Zoom or any Google Meet or Gmail meeting or any other you can do it. The only thing is the initiative to do it. So far, ang mga organization na nakagawa niyan ay yung mga simbahan, ay yung mga churches, because they have to reach out to their congregation. And aside from that, other organization which of course they have to lie low. I don't know if they have to, but kagaya ng PBSSQ, ayan ay normally merong scholarship yan sa every September. The Knights of Rizal, I don't know if they have the initiative to do that, to advance their technology so they can reach out there or could interact with other members.
Yeah,
Pero,
personally,
yeah, I hope na kapag I see their messages, doon lang ang interaction. Pero in a wide scale, kagaya ginagawa ng Heritage, is kagaya nga, one of the objectives talaga ng Heritage is to educate people and to be comfortable of how to use this technology of virtual meeting and virtual conferences, because this is the only way how we can meet and interact and talk to each other and to communicate. Lalo na ngayon, yung curfew na ito. Kaya, telling you, we have bingo going on right now. Sabi ko, every 9 o'clock may break kami ng 15 minutes. Kaya sabi ko, matagal na akong di nakaka-join dito kay Tata Bert. I miss this, kaya pwede 15 minutes just to say hi to Tata Bert. And, it's to listen to the interesting topics na inaano niya, binibigay niya. And it's for the community anyway.
Yeah, the only reason that I have to be reminded the people, if the Heritage could do it, why can't they? If they don't know anything, ask them. Because nothing will come to you unless you want it, unless you ask for it. So I think Heritage will be willing, more than willing, to share this the use and function of this new technology. So if they have no equipment, well, they have the cell phone. So I think everybody got the cell phone. The answer is already covered. It's just a matter of interest and willingness to practice and utilize the modern technology of this conferences, especially because like farmers, they said they are doing their best, but they share what they have done, because anything you don't know, so how could you appreciate it? Or how could you make the correction? How could you make a comment about what you have done if you don't know? So lack of communication will have so many questions. You can ask a question, but you don't even put it in writing. You don't even touch your facilities. You don't even pick up the phone. Now you complain you don't hear anything because of this cabinet situation. Is very good excuse, when in fact it is an opportunity for us to discover this without the cabinet conference. How do we know? Like even the Heritage, we never had a conference like this when there was no cabinet. But now it is opportunity. It is a good chance for us to learn these things. Thanks, Mr. Abdon.
Yeah, you're welcome. As you know, it's about time that farmers will spearhead this initiative of doing Zoom once they, I think right now nagkaano pa sila once they had their foot,
Yeah, it's a
you
good
know,
excuse, though.
I'm sure that they're gonna do something how to communicate with people. And of
Yeah,
course, we're having a basic computer coming up again, computer retention. Tapos yung first session namin, we spend around 2 months for that. Then we're gonna have another batch using the tablet, and also computer retention, basic pala, basic computer.
yeah,
Again, we are going to touch how to use the Zoom. Kasi dun sa meeting, sa lecture namin is always about Zoom. And look at
yeah,
those people who joined.
yeah, technique.
Kasana sila.
Mm.
Kaya kahit nakapikit, pwede silang pumasok sa Zoom anytime. And they know how to troubleshoot kung sakali may problema. And which I'm proud of those groups. Na,
But I think in order to learn, you have to be curious, because if you are not interested, you'll never learn. It's
That's
just a
right.
matter of interest first before you could learn something.
Yeah,
If you don't have interest,
that's
it's
right. It's
everything
only
will be on dark side.
interest and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Tata Bert, I have to go kasi
Okay,
break
nice.
ako ng bingo. But I promise that I'm gonna have my presence here because it's so
Nice dropping
interesting to join
topics.
me.
Nice dropping all of them.
Yeah,
Anytime you're free, any minute from 9 to 10, you could come in if you are free. It's all yours. But
okay.
thanks in a way.
Thank you, Bert. Take care.
You are very
Mabuhay sa
busy,
lahat sa
but
inyong lahat.
you made a good
Okay,
time.
happy COVID evening. Ingat kayo.
COVID setting.
Walang pupunta sa Depanur ngayon.
Thanks COVID, we have this new technique discovered and we utilize for our needs.
Yeah, of course, Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Not to
See
bababa.
you till tomorrow. Okay.
See you next
All right.
time.
All right. Bye
Never
now.
say goodbye.
Bye, Tata Bert.
Never say goodbye. See you again. Okay, that's how I've done. I'm very much thankful that at least even a few minutes drop by, because actually there is activities going on, and the heritage, they have the bingo, and he is also supervising that. But he makes sure that he showed up because he promised, and to enlightening us the opportunity of using the Zoom, the mutual meeting, and this new technique of technology. So we got back to our foot and our boring subjects, maybe, and I have to continue reading my supporters, my avid listeners, my avid fans, my other avid best guest every night since this broadcast has started. Okay, I have to, the new setup comes in, this Ray Angelo. I know your name, I know you. Okay, nice meeting you. Come again, drop by anytime, say hello, and make some correction or whatever you'd like to say, something, you're welcome. So, this Big Thief channel, wow, that's a good one. Ray Angelo Hieronimo, you are the same. Cool. So, thanks, Iho. Say sometimes, and once and again, you have a good humor and subject they would like to, because you are all the fingers is always everybody is pointing fingers to farmers, but we have to understand that farmers is just an ordinary organization. So maybe your presence and your suggestion will make a correction or improvement, because officers alone cannot do the job without the support of the membership. So the door is open, and any suggestion, comments for improvements, or any deduction that you do not want to see in farmers, you are welcome, because it is everybody's building, is everybody's as a member of the community. You have the right and privileges that you would be open for you. So let's keep it that way. Don't just point fingers, but make a suggestion and make a correction if possible, and make it knowledgeable that everybody is working good. So that's one thing sure in organization. When the organization is grow big, we expect too much, but we don't even lift a finger how this organization have grown to that such help to the community. Because services is continuing aid for the community, and the need is always ongoing. So, without the support of the members, this institution would not last long, because an organization is could only survive with the support of the membership. So, don't think that farmers will be doing what you need, because this is not a charitable organization. They are just like any organization, hand to mouth. Without the membership fee, they could not start something, because every administration has to start its funding from the members. The funding or the membership fee that makes the organization alive and strong. And of course, with the initiative of the officers, other than the membership, they have to find ways and means to, to earn more funding, like making an activities, like one good example, that really make farmers able to start the purchase of that building. It is the fundraising that made a big turnout was the Munting Binibining Pilipinas. It was just started at $500, but because of the collective effort of the initiative of Norma Villarosa, since the project is good, so it becomes a word mouth of the community, and it has grown rapidly. Within the span of 5 years, we accumulated such amount that we will be able to purchase that duplex in Banhorn. First, the idea that the money, instead of paying interest to the bank, we bought that duplex for investment only. But the needs of the community center is paramount, that it is a must that we have to have that center sooner. So when the duplex bought, so we lobbied that this site, this duplex in Barnhorn, be converted into a community center. Of course, the neighbor opposed that, because this is not a commercial street. So we have to lobby the city hall that the to rezone the location of that farmers building now. So we lobbied and the session in the city hall for almost a week. Every night we have to be on the lobby of during the session in the city hall. So eventually we were granted, and we have that building. Thank God we have that building, because before we have that building in early 60s, or mid 60s already, because that was the PAMAS was organized in 1963, and after that, 68, 65, 68, and then FAMAS, because there's always the case of Filipinos, when opposing parties made an election, they pledged together that we will be, any losing candidate has to support the same objective as when they are campaigning, that will win or lose, they will support the administration. But Filipinos will always come out with their own with their true colors. The true colors that, like the convention in the Philippines, with nationalist and liberal, before they make a standard bearer of the party when election time, they all pledge that they will be supporting their own parties, win or lose. So, because three candidate aspirants for each party are aspiring for the same position, so there will convention will be held. So the pledge that they will be, win or lose, they will support the winning in the convention. But after the convention, of course, Filipinos, there is no vocabulary that they lost. No. In the election, the Philippine election, there is only one winner and the other one was cheated. So, may isang nananalo at isang dinaya kasi walang natatalo. So they form, see, like especially if the party of nationalista or liberals, they would call them independent candidates. Lucky for us farmers, because since the bill, we have that building. Had it not that for the building, otherwise there will be 3 or 4 farmers, because you don't have to look around further than that. Because one good example, the seniors and some other associations, even religious associations, are splitting. So why? Because it is in our blood that one dato will never allow himself to be under the same dato. So they have to separate. That is one good reason why Magellan was massacred in Mactan. Because when Lapu-Lapu arrived in Cebu, he was befriended by Mohabon, and Lapu-Lapu want to expand the territory, so they went to Mactan, and Mactan is separate dato, so dato was Lapu-Lapu, because Lapu-Lapu is not mad with with Magellan, but he doesn't want to be, because he was thinking if he will be friended with Magellan, he will be friended with Mohabon. So what did Lapu-Lapu did? So they fought with Magellan and Mohabon, and sadly that before Magellan reaches Luzon, he died in Mactan. Like, and we could go for after that. Our history is so confusing, because why they would say that the first 8 provinces revolted to the Spaniards were the 8 provinces in Luzon. They forget that Lapu-Lapu, it was already a revolt, that he was killed by Lapu-Lapu, Magellan, before reaching further in our several islands up to Luzon. Likewise, revolution and Luzon, simultaneously, revolution go at the same time, Visayas and Mindanao. And nobody is questioning that. Why can we not open further? Because like in the history, okay, even our world history, historians would always say that civilization started in the Middle East. We know it very well that artifacts found in the caves in the Middle East could also be found in all parts of the world. But because it was the people of the Middle East who wrote the history. So, but we just accept it. But so whether we like it or not, that's how it is going on. So we will be going back to our subjects that we cannot go back to the past, but we have to move forward for the future. Likewise, we are struggling with this COVID, but COVID is a man-made situation in humanity. Likewise, you have to look it further because why and during this peacetime or because there is no war, massive factory of guns and weapons are being going on. For what? Because in preparation for war. Because if there is no war, who will be buying these weapons? Likewise, you could also question, what about this COVID, this pandemic, the COVID? Well, jokingly, we could also say that, so because this is part of the business. Look, the booming business now is the factory of the inoculation or the vaccination of this COVID. So, if you have the vaccine, you are the best. Money could be flowing. So, everything in this world is business. Well, it so happens if you are part of these expendable creatures, but people will never stop inventing new in science, either improvement or destructions of the world. So be it. So those who have the knowledge think twice before inventing destructive facilities that will destroy the earth. We have known that only human could destroy the earth. One good example, the flooding, the typhoons, the erosions. These are all man-made. The climate change is man-made because God created harmony in earth, but man is very creative to destroy the earth. So what do we do? That is science. Okay, Ronald Cyril, thanks for coming. Jean Wiz, Ronald Cyril, Escolinato, thank you. So what subject you would like to read? Because subjects will just be going on. You could question what and why. Why did they don't do that? Why did they do that? This is a collective effort. Any improvement in the community would be collective effort. One good example, when I launched this to have a landmark, a marker of Dr. Jose Rizal here in Montreal, It was not accepted. Actually, several people told me, what am I doing? Why do I have to mingle with the works of the politician? Why talk about Rizal? Why I have to bring Rizal here in foreign land? Rizal belongs to the Philippines. So, but I never stop, and lucky that I have Tony Fernandez who supported me in making the write-ups and making the awareness to the community the importance of having a marker of Dr. Rizal here in the Filipino community, because being a Filipino, we have to be reminded once again how this forefathers of ours, like our heroes, Dr. Rizal, that he's died for it in order for us to have our, to be awakened and be independent to the slavery of the foreigners from us. Now, so that is the legacy that Tony and I, and of course with the help of James De La Paz, because of his influence and connection to the City Hall, we were able to be granted with the site in place where we could erect our proposed marker. And the marker, when President Ramos
Timer
came,
dito.
turned into a bus of Rizal. Yes, come in. What is the question, please?
Hello, Tata Bert.
Yes, come in.
Nawala yung bisita natin.
As Abdon, because Al Abdon at least showed up for a few minutes, but that is very helpful and fruitful, because Abdon, despite of his busy schedule, because they have this bingo tonight, and she has to go back to work. So we still
Hindi
have
ka sumali sa bingo?
Pardon?
Hindi ka sumali sa bingo?
Well, otherwise, kung wala tayong show, I have my card, I always join. But maybe after this show, if the bingo is still going on, I'll join because I have my card, because we use the same card all the time.
Ganun ba yun?
Yes. So whatever winnings I have, I give it back to be the prize for the next bingo again. So it's going on for entertainment, and make the old people awake, and make them laugh, because while playing, you are in your home, you could drink, and you could watch TV at the same time. You are playing bingo, and you could laugh together. That's how communication is doing that, because that is of course we have that some subsidy sometimes, because being seniors, we have that privilege. So
paano yung kung di SIM card, hindi kung pwede ka palang manalo kahit hindi ka sumama doon?
of course, paano mo nanalo ka kung hindi ka naglalagay ng tiles sa card mo? Because while they have the bingo, you have your tiles, you have to put out the tiles, so if your number comes out, whatever the direction of the game, you have to follow. Let's say they have to X, sometimes they have to circle, and then sometimes, of course, the blackout. That's very simple as that. Of course, the prices are just donation from restaurants.
Okay.
The prices are donated by the restaurants, and some. In fact, we have some gift, credit card gift from pharmacies and some other institutions.
Tata Bert.
Yes.
Ito. Sabihin, ito, Malo Bailey. Kita mo yan, Malo Bailey. Nasa US yan.
Malubi.
Malubili. Nasa US yan.
Okay.
Oh.
Malubi, yeah, I
Oh.
got it, yeah.
Sabihin mo na umakyat siya at makipagkwentuhan siya sa iyo kung ano din ang mga nangyari doon sa association na nila doon sa US, yung mga kung ano din ang mga problema nila, paano din tumakbo, kung pareha ba dito.
No, sabi niya, actually, I was not able to read it, but I have his note here that even wherever Filipinos there's, when they form an association, of course, there is a membership fee because people here think that PAMAS is a charitable association that they will take care of the senior, they will take the babysitting. This is not, because taking a senior is a business or it could be subsidized by the government, because there is so much requirement if you will take the seniors, because you have to have the housing, the nurse and the doctor's presence, or you have a doctor to check you up once in a while in order to get subsidy. But when you maintain that, of course, it is very lucrative business, because I would tell you several seniors that who have that business, like James De La Paz, they have that senior business. Joe Bustamante, they have that senior business and making good. And for the child care, the babysitting, because some people are suggesting that if a PAMAS
Ito, batiin mo, sabi dito, shout out, Tata Bert, hello din sa lahat. Oh, sabi niya, si Joy29, batiin mo. Shout out daw.
Okay, shout out.
Joy29.
Joy29, oh yeah, Joy29, I see your name here last night. School, Lanatok po, pwede tayo magluluto na po ako. Escotinanay.
Magabi yun, iba ngayon.
Itaas mo, kausapin si Tata Bert, which that school Lanatok.
Iba ngayon.
Joy29, Tata Bert, tanong mo lang po, di ba may mga, okay. So the question, I already answered that Joy29, that it is not allowed that you will take the seniors without your proper permit and procedures from the city, because health is very delicate to take care. You cannot just take seniors for granted, because it's a very delicate job. So before you do that, you have to apply for a business, you have to require for sanitation, you have to, so many things to be required.
Bert,
yeah.
Ilang association ba meron sa Montreal?
29.
Sigurado ka?
I am not sure, but that's what they told me. But I don't.
Pag-usapan natin yung association mo na seniors, United Seniors Filipino.
Seniors, seniors, we have the UPS.
Sinong pinakauna? Kailan nabuo yung UPS na yan?
UPS 19 yes. Si
Sinong founder?
Dr. Attorney Aurelio Briones.
So, yan ba pinakaunang United Seniors Association sa Montreal?
Yes, actually, yan ang unang senior association. Actually, noong tatlo lang ang association noon. PAMAS, United Philippine Senior, at saka West Island. And then West Island. So, West Island and PAMAS and UPS, they formed the federation.
Okay. Ngayon, anong nangyari na nagkaroon uli ng isa pang seniors? Ano yung pangalawang seniors? Kailan pumasok yan?
Ay, hindi lang. After that, of course, kasi
Circle, yan ba pangalawang seniors? Anong pangalawang seniors na buo?
Ang pangalawang seniors ay yung helping people, and then the Friendly People Association of Quebec, and then the
Bakit nagkaroon ng pangalawang Seniors Association? Anong nangyari?
kasi may eleksyon.
Tapos
Pag natalo ka, tatayo ang sarili mo.
so yung presidente nung natalo siya, nagbukas siya ng bagong association.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Kasi dinaya ka.
Dinaya. So kaya naging dalawa yung association.
Hindi lang after that actually nagtatlo sabay.
So hindi. United Seniors, ito ngayon, pangalawang pinanganak, yung People Helping People. Yan ba ang pangalawang pinanganak na Seniors Association?
At the same time, yung Friendly Association
Yung
at
Filipino Circle? Ano ba?
People Helping People.
Yan ang pangalawa.
Circle of Filipino Seniors at saka yung
pangatlo yan.
Kayapilo. I forget the name of that.
Dynamic yon. Pangapat.
Yeah, naging apat.
So, ibig mo sabihin, itong circle, na itayo to dahil natalo siya. Saan siya galing? Sa Friendly o sa UPS? Saan siya galing?
Anong senior?
Okay, ulitin ko
Thomas?
Hindi, ulitin ko. Nabuo yung United Filipino Seniors Association, di ba? Tapos, ngayon, nung natalo yung presidente, nagbuo siya ng Filipino People Helping People Association.
Yes.
Ngayon, itong pangatlo na association, saan to galing? Bakit to pinanganak? Galing ba to sa UPS uli na natalo? O
Yes,
galing
everything kasi isa lang ang senior association.
Oo, nga, isa.
Kasi ang bawat isa paniwala sila na presidentiable also.
Presidentiable. Kaya nga, tinitrace natin yung history, usapan noon. So,
yes, kasi everybody thinks, kaya ka na nagtayo kasi you think you are a presidential caliber. So at saka may followers ka. Why don't you make your own? So
hindi, sandali lang. Yung pangatlo, gusto kong malaman saan galing itong pangatlo. Ay, ito ba
because at the same time, nung magre-elect si
kanino nga galing? Sa grupo ba ng people?
Galing din sa UPS lahat.
Sa UPS na naman. So,
lahat yan. Galing lahat sa UPS.
So, nung natalo uli yung humawak na presidente ng UPS, nung natalo siya, nagtayo siya ng circle, Filipino, ano ba yun, circle, basta circle, yun na yun. Ngayon, itong pang-apat, Dynamic Association of Seniors, ano na ba yun? Saan to galing?
Ito, kay Apelo ang Dynamic.
O, saan galing yun?
Kay Reduction ang Helping People. Kay yung ano pa, isa pa. Yung sa Dynamic Helping People. Tatlo na yan. Of course,
yung pang-apat, Dynamic.
Pang-apat, UPS.
So, itong pang-apat, itong pang-apat na association na Dynamic, saan to galing? Sa UPS na naman.
UPS. So, kasi actually, from UPS, nagtayo ang tatlo at the same time.
Bakit? Tatlo ba silang natalo sa eleksyon?
Yes.
Tatlo, sabay-sabay?
Yes.
So ngayon,
kasi ang Pilipino maraming initiative.
So pinakahuli na issue 2 years ago, nagdalawa yung UPS. Ano nangyari?
Kasi
Sino?
Siya. Staying for almost 5 years already. siya lang pala panalo lagi. Tsaka bawal kalabanin. So, kaya nagtayo si William.
Bakit UPS din ang pangalan?
UPS din yun. Pero,
Bakit?
yun ang umpisa niya, UPS, pero hindi sila binigyan ng permit kasi hindi pwede magdalawa ang association. So, binagbago ng pangalan si Josie, nagbago ng pangalan si William.
Oo nga pala. Saan galing siya yung pinakahuli na pang-anim na panglima? Panglima ba ang association ni Jose? Anong pangalan ng association niya?
Ewan ko lang, basta group ni Jose at saka group ni William.
So, ibig sabihin, maganda pala dito kasi pag gusto mong maging presidente at hindi ka naging presidente, pag retire mo, maging seniors ka, basta may followers ka, magtayo ka ng association, presidente ka na.
Kahit na 3 kayo, ay sa association na yan.
Okay. Oh.
Well, all you have to do, pumunta ka sa Regis, magbayad ka ng registration name, pagkatapos pangalan mo, address, that's it. I-register mo 3 pangalan, good enough. Na president, vice president, treasurer, good enough. O pwede rin na 2 posisyon mo.
Ngayon, ang tanong, nung pinanganak ang UPS, ilan ang membro ng seniors noon?
Mga 50 na rin.
50?
Kaya hati-hati.
So yung unang-una pinanganak yung UPS na yan, may membro kayo na 50.
3 ka agad.
Nanganak agad ng 3.
Okay. Si Warley, nung si Warley was staying for almost 10 years, 2.
Aha. Ngayon.
That's how the community is getting interesting. Lito ng city, nakatop na yun.
Nakat off dahil sa naghiwalay-hiwalay.
Sa daming nang kiklaim.
Kiklaim na presidente. Buti dito sa PAMAS, bawat may natalo, hindi nagtayo ng association din.
Alam mo kung bakit?
Kasi
kung magtayo sa ng sariling PAMAS, maaaring tayo sa ibang pangalan, pero hindi na pwede gamitin ang PAMAS. Kasi ang PAMAS may building. Kung wala ng building yan, kagaya noon nang wala pang building late 60s, 2 ang PAMAS. Isa PAMAS sa East, isa PAMAS dito sa Montreal.
So ngayon, tapos na tayo sa seniors. Dito sa tayo, siyempre, tayo, geographical. So, sa Tagalog, umpisa natin sa Tagalog. Ilan ba naging association ng mga Tagalog?
At Tagalog Association, ilang beses na tinayo at saka hindi rin natuloy-tuloy. Kasi hindi mo ma-distinguish kung Tagalog o Kapampangan. Ang Kapampangan is just a matter of strong leadership at saka yung...
Okay, hindi. Kwento natin sa kanila. Sige, Kapampangan. Ilan bang association dito ng Kapampangan?
Noon 2.
Wala? Wala?
Pangasinan 3 ata. Pangasinan 3. Ang Bicol 2.
2 ang Bicol. Ilocano?
No, I don't know how many.
Hindi mo alam.
Kaya marami ang at least that makes
it
interesting. Walang Bisaya, mayroong Kahirop, which is Ilonggo, mayroong Kalihukang Bisaya. Kasi ang Bisaya is a language. Mga Bisayan ang tao.
Ano pang mga association na nagdubli-dubli dyan? Ano pang mga big provinces?
Sa Luzon, ayan lang.
Walang Igorot?
Mayroong dating Nueva Ecija, mayroon ding Pangasinan, apat
Tapos na yun.
dalawa. Of course, Igorot mayroon din.
Meron ding Igorot. O, sino pa?
Ang wala lang ang sa Muslim at saka sa Mindanao area kasi sakop na ng either
Baka wala tayong Pilipino na kababayan na Muslim na nandito sa Montreal.
mayroon din.
Meron ba? Wala akong na-meet.
Bakit may most Pilipino rito?
May most Pilipino rito? Saan?
Sa West Island.
Pilipino.
Kagaya ng iglesia, maraming simbahan ng iglesia ni Cristo dito.
Ay, iba yun. Hindi yun Muslim eh. Iglesia ni Cristo yun.
Kaya nga, kung may Muslim, ay iglesia. That's all.
Hindi, kasi yung Muslim na, yung galing sa Mindanao, wala akong na-meet na Muslim dito na Pilipino na ano eh, na nag-expand sila eh. Sa tagal-tagal ko rito.
Ang Muslim na taga Mindanao, pagdating dito, kagaya ng halimbawa, ang example, yung pamangkin ko, Muslim yun. Pero hindi nagtuturban, hindi nagano. Tuturban lang sila pag sila lang sa bahay, no? Pag nag-worship sila, pag nag-ano.
Sabi ni Jello, good evening daw. Ayan.
Jello, thank you for coming. Okay. Could you come up and say something? Maybe could discuss something and maybe contribute and what do you observe in our community? What is there any way that we could improve or make a correction or appreciate them if they worth of your appreciation? Good evening, Jello. Okay, when you are ready, just be ready and I'll give you the time you need and so that we could also change ideas.
Jello, yan ang heartthrob. Heartthrob yan. Alam mo yung heartthrob?
Heartthrob is parang sa mga bata yan na artista, something like that. Actually, heartthrob I refer to young actors or actresses, something like that. Is that true?
So yung heartthrob ay mga young yan.
At sa mga
heartthrob yan siya.
Good looking si heartthrob. That's what I know from the kids.
Ano naman ang millennial?
Millennial is the modern generation. That is the 2020 or 1919 they are already part of the millennial.
Sabi ni Jello, dudugo daw ang ilong niya sa English mo.
Ha?
Kaya ayaw niyang umakyat.
Bakit? Ilonggo ako. Iligay na ang salita ko, hindi kailangan na mag-English.
Batiin mo nga lahat ng Ilonggo kasi maraming Ilonggo nanonood sa'yo. Kausapin mo nga sila kung pwede silang umakyat. Kamo mag-Ilonggo sila. Batiin mo.
Maayong gabi sa inyong mga kasimanwa. Ginakalipay ko kung kamo man maghambal sa ako, sinabtanay kita kung ano mga balita, kung magkamustahanay, kung ano maayo, istorya man ninyo kung tagadiin kamo gid sa parte sang Ilonggo territory, like Ilonggo is from Negros, Panay, Iloilo, and partly Romblon, or Ilonggo, or even in Mindoro, that's Ilonggo man ang ambalto. So, even in, kahit nasa Bicol.
Tata Bert,
Yeah.
gusto kong malaman, maklarify, ilang version meron ang Ilonggo? Kasi di ba merong Karaya, Hiligaynon, ilan bang meron ng version ang Ilonggo?
Because ang Ilonggo, Hiligaynon is the official language of the Western Visayas.
Paano ang tono ng Hiligaynon nun? Alam mo?
Yes, oo. Ang
Paano? Sige, batiin mo sila.
sabi, sa Hiligaynon, kasi maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Pero sa Karaya, sabi, maayo gid nga gabi
Karaya.
Karaya, oo.
So, ilan ba? Karaya, Hiligaynon, ano pa? Ano pang meron?
Kung guys, sabi mo sa Hiligaynon na kung sa Tagalog bakit,
Oh.
ang sa Hiligaynon nga, kung sa Karaya, insaw,
Isaw?
insaw,
Insaw?
insahaw,
Yung ano yung Ilonggo? Nasaan yung Ilonggo doon?
ha? Nga,
So, yung Ilonggo, iba yung Ilonggo, iba yung Karaya, iba yung Hiligaynon.
because actually, this is the distinction. If you are living in the city, you are speaking Hiligaynon. If you are
Okay.
living to the township, you are speaking of Karaya. Like example, like example, and from Iloilo to Pavia, they speak Hiligaynon. But from Santa Barbara, because that is the next town from Pavia, down to Capiz, we speak Karaya.
Mhm.
Just
paano
like in Pampanga.
Oh.
The moment you cross the bridge is another language.
Mhm. Itong Hiligaynon, Karaya at Ilonggo, nagkakaintindihan naman to pag nakikita-kita.
Actually, in that region, pag nagsulat, everything is in Hiligaynon.
Mhm. Ang Hiligaynon, Ilonggo, tsaka Karaya, pag nagkita-kita at nag-uusap-usap, magkakaintindihan.
Kaintindihan.
So, anong ginagamit nila na ano?
Kahit sa Cebuano,
Nag-Ilonggo,
Ilonggo, nag-iintindihan.
nagkakaintindihan yan tatlo na yan.
Yes.
Aha.
Of course, not word for word, but the thought is there.
Magandang ano yan, magandang usapan yan, yung tatlo na yan magkita-kita.
Yes. Actually, kagaya ng kagaya kay Muhammad.
Sinong Muhammad?
Sa yung bisita ko rito kung minsan-minsan. Nanonood kami ng TFC.
Oh.
Ba't naintindihan niya? Kasi there is no pure Tagalog in our language. Kasi kahit na sa mga announcer, sa TFC, tingnan mo, may salita bang diretsyon Tagalog dyan? Mix up. May singit laging English. So, that's how we are na. We are not a pure Filipino language speaker because we are the only true Filipinos are the Etas, and all the rest are immigrants, because the first immigrants were, of course, the Malayans, and the traders were Mongols, the Arabs, and all the Chinese are there. But the invaders, of course, the foreigners, the Spanish only, that the alibi was for Christianity, but actually is colonization. So until such time that Dr. Rizal have been educated, and through their education they realized they're being enslaved by the Spanish. That is one fault of the Spanish, that they gave a chance that the Filipinos were educated, and they were. So now that is always the weapon of the rich people. Never allow your constituent to to get educated or to be enrich themselves, because there will be your competitions, especially in business and whatever in life dealings. Okay, so we reach to this point to say good night and thank you. And everybody, si Mabuhay Pilipinas, we have conquered a day again, and hopefully tomorrow will be sunshine and more blessings will be coming for us. Good night and see you again and again and again.